I found it to be appropriate today, since I just got out of a home inspection, to do a video about home inspections and what if my house fails a home inspection, or what if I'm a buyer and my house fails the inspection. The good news is that there are no pass and fails for home inspections, unless it's written that way in a contract, which I have my own issues with personally, but there is no pass or fail for inspections. Inspections are really to, we call them investigations in Maine, but they're really to go and look and help a buyer understand the components of a house, like, where the water shutoffs are, or, whatever, the electric panel, blah, blah, blah. And then they do obviously point out things that are wrong with the house. The funny thing about a home inspection is that when something comes up that is flagged, that is wrong or failing or whatever, it's usually something that the seller isn't really aware of either. So it's, it's just informative. A question: is the seller required to fix defects that are discovered as a result of an inspection prior to closing? And the answer is usually no. The seller is not required to fix anything. It depends on how the agreement is written, obviously, but sale of real estate does not include any warranty to any system component or aspect of the property. So a house can be sold just as it is, whether everything is working or not, and obviously it's dependent on the type of loan that you have. Another question is, this is a good one. This is why you want to have a home inspection. Is the seller required to fix something if it breaks after the sale? As soon as you sign that little document and get the keys and that house is yours, the seller is absolutely not required to do that. It has happened. It has happened that a furnace has conked out right after closing, and that is the new buyer's, the new owner's problem. So any defect or problem that occurs after the transaction closes is the responsibility of the new owner. Here are some things about a property that you can investigate or have inspected. Size, square footage. Sometimes the square footage is wrong. As agents, we get it off the tax card, but you can have it professionally measured. Appraisers can do that, and then there are some home inspectors will do it also. So the age of the structure and any additions, the septic system, or if you're on city water or city sewer, you can have that outlet pipe inspected. And I know I've said it before, not a lot of people know this, but as a homeowner, you own from the waste pipe from your house to wherever it's connected to the city. So there's, you can't see underground. So you can have that inspected for sure. Water supply, obviously the condition of the structures and its systems and components. A chimney inspection is so important, and that's a separate inspection from a regular general home inspection. Property lines and boundaries. Kind of funny, because in Florida you have to have that done to close on a house. You have to have a survey done, and here you do not. You'll have the mortgage company will do a thing, but that's not a boundary survey. That's something that might be important. It's more often than not that boundary lines are incorrectly assumed in real estate, and that causes problems. It causes encroachments, setbacks, and easement problems. So you can investigate land use and zoning. We talked about that yesterday. Current use property tax programs. I'll get into that in another video, but if the property is in current use and needs to be removed from current use, that's a huge cost that a buyer would incur. Any environmental hazards. So if you have any concerns related to air quality, contamination in the soil, contamination in water, chemical storage, anything hazardous, you can have that investigated. Lead-based paint, that's a big one. Mold, and then any property stigmas or neighborhood and community issues. So moral of the story is there's no pass or fail for a home inspection. Your home is not going to fail inspection. And most of the time, if there are issues that come up, they can be easily remedied between the parties. That's why we have agents to represent you and use their expertise to help to negotiate that if it's even necessary. And most of the time, a seller is not trying to hide defects with a property. There are things that nobody really knew about that could be. I always say to people, like, this is, we had a home inspection, this is wrong with this property. If you go to the house that you're living in right now, whether you rent or own it, you're going to find stuff wrong with that also. So there's usually nothing nefarious behind it. If you've got questions about home inspections, if you need a referral to a home inspector, I've got a great little list of people that I really trust and that I know their stuff. I'm happy to send that out to you. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. All my contact information is below. Have a great day.